Good way to free up gummy lifters and gummy stuck rings. Just another old school trick. I did this to all my vehicles back in the day. A couple days before I changed the oil, I put in a quart of transmission fluid. This is a truck that I've been tuning up for the landlord here. It didn't run for 24 years. And I first fired it up. I figured I'd have a collapsed lifter, but none of them were collapsed. They were all good to go right out the gate. But she was puffing some smoke real hard. Blue smoke. Blue smokes always blow by on the rings along that line. So black smoke's rich mixture out of the carburetor. But you can see it sitting there idling. And when I first fired it up, first dozen times, it was just puffing blue smoke. It's not happy. So I've had a quart of transmission fluid in a fresh oil change for, it's got maybe 45 minutes runtime on it or something now, but it's already way happier. Automatic transmission fluid's high detergent stuff compared to regular oil. So, but I've done that on everything, my Camaro, all my Weldon trucks. You don't want to do it on something with an O2 sensor, but if it's older and doesn't have an O2 sensor, you just don't want to drive a long ways, you know. In Colorado, you wouldn't want to jump in and drive to Florida or something crazy like that with a quart of that tranny fluid in there. But I'll put quite a few hours on it with that quart of transmission fluid in there around the farm here, and then I'll drain it all out and get a fresh oil change in it again. But it's already cleaned up 80% compared to what it was with 45 minutes runtime with that transmission fluid in there. So just another old school trick. It's cheap, easy to do. Like I said, you just don't want to take off cross country like that or something. But I'll take it to town. Town's 5 miles from here. I'll take it to town a half dozen times or something and drive around the farm a little bit more and go ahead and change her out again. So just another old school, old timer trick, man. Quart of transmission fluid, loosen up gummied up rings and lifters, and just cleans the motor up pretty good in general. So everybody be safe.